Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com. Welcome to the radio show that features local small businesses, amazing nonprofits, and all types of inspiring stories to give strength, instill love, and provide hope within our community. It's time for Outspoken Outreach with your host, Dr. Amanda Hackford.
Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to be here today. We have an amazing organization here today. We actually have two. So we have the Samaritan Center with us and Indian River Clay. So from the Samaritan Center, we have Renee, and from Indian River Clay, we have Susan. And I'll let them tell you their full names and what their positions are themselves. But we thank you so much for being here. Both of you are excited for you to tell us all about what you do at both places. With the Samaritan Center, we'll start with the Samaritan Center. The Samaritan Center is amazing, and I'll let you kind of start, Renee, by telling us what the center actually is for those who don't know.
Thank you so much for having me, Amanda. I really appreciate this opportunity. I think the best place for me to start is, how did the Samaritan Center begin?
Yes.
It actually started back in 1992. We had many members in the community that realized the real need to help homeless families in the community. Because what was happening at that time is, if a family found themselves in a homeless situation, they would go to church, seeing how they could get some potential help, maybe with housing or with food. And it was really just a temporary fix for their situation. And the community, many co-founders came together. Co-founders of our center are Bernard and Betty Egan, and they got together with some of their very influential friends in the community, and they said, we really need to do something to help out our neighbors in our community to get back on their feet again. Yes. And so they got with the Diocese of Palm Beach, which donated the land, and then it was a community building project. So from the very beginning, it was all about community. It was various places of worship. It was the Catholic churches. It was St. Helen. It was Holy Cross. It was the United Methodist Church. It was the Community Church of Vero. It was also the temple. And they began this community building project so we could really find a long-term solution to helping our homeless families. So that's how it all began in 1992. So I'm really excited to say next year, stay tuned, because we're going to be celebrating 30 years of serving in the community.
And I'm glad you said that, because I didn't realize that all of those were a part of it. All those different churches right here had a part in that very beginning. I didn't realize that. So I just learned something new. And I'm there every week, and I just learned something new. But I wasn't here way back in the very beginning, so I did learn something new today. And then we have Indian River Clay. I have the old name. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Susan was supposed
so it's
to
Glenda. Glenda from Indian River Clay, which is also a nonprofit here. And you can tell us how you started, or they started, and what you do.
Our history with the Samaritan Center actually goes back to 1992 also.
Oh, wow.
I was teaching pottery classes at the Center for the Arts, now known as the Vero Beach Museum.
Yeah.
And in 92, two of my students, Ken Mocht and Shotzi LaJoy, were on the board of the Samaritan Center. Ken had been mayor a few years back, and Shotzi was a total go-getter in the community. And they went to that board meeting and discussed a soup bowl event, and Ken walked out of that meeting and looked at Shotzi, and he goes, we're going to make soup bowls for this thing. So I think that first year there were 4 of us potters. There weren't that many potters living in Vero Beach at the time. There about 4 of us made maybe 30 or 40 bowls, and they were sold at the first soup bowl.
Oh, wow.
In 92. And Indian River Clay is now the home for the soup bowl making for this event, and this year we made 1,742 bowls.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So we've come a long way.
A very long way, and that's exciting. That's really cool. That's cool. And very, very nice bowls, may I add. These are beautiful bowls, to be exact, for those who haven't seen them, they're amazing and beautiful. These aren't just little bowls. When you think of some people, when they think of clay, they don't really realize how beautiful and nice they can be unless they've seen them. So they really are nice. But so for the Samaritan Center, and back to the Samaritan Center, this for those who don't realize, the Samaritan Center, it's a transitional program that is a long-term, like you said, you want a solution. So you help these families over a long period of time get back on their feet, not just a temporary housing. And what are some of the things that you do there that help them? They have you guys offer different things for them, right? Like different.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's like a whole treatment program for our client families that reside at the center. So we want to look at really what is the root cause of their homeless situation, and we develop a treatment plan to help them get back on their feet again. And some of the services that we offer our clients while they're there is we have intensive case management. And what's kind of involved in that is they will meet with our case manager weekly, and they really do a kind of a deep dive into their budget, and we help them create a budget. They sign a financial contract with us that they're going to save 75% of their income, and we have that money deposited into a local savings account for them, so a much needed nest egg when they move out. So we really work hard with them at looking at their budget and determining their budget and assessing like their long-term income potential. So maybe when we look at their situation, we say, it will really benefit this client family to maybe go back to school, at least maybe part-time, pick up another skill set. Anything we can do to kind of help them with their long-term earning potential. But not only that, while we're there, we also offer for them mental health counseling. We really realize that our families, and I mean, you can only imagine to find yourself in a homeless situation, how much trauma there can be with that. So it's really important that they meet with our mental health therapist, because we want them to be healthy financially when they leave and emotionally.
Right. So if you're healing them mentally, that's helping them so they can stay long term. When they leave, they're healed. So you're healing them and helping them at the same time. And you offer all kinds of things. You're individualizing, number one, the program for each individual, because not each individual is the same. So you're individualizing their plan, and on top of that, healing them in the process, which is amazing. Why I keep saying that this program is amazing. And then, so how does someone that may need your services find you, contact you, get a hold of you? How do they start that process? Sometimes I know that there may be a waiting list, sometimes not. But if they do need to find you, how would they do that?
Well, they can always call the Samaritan Center. Our number there is 772-770-3039. You can also find out about our services through 211. Many of the calls we get are through 211, but we also have client families that are referred to us maybe from their local church, also from the school district, sometimes from the sheriff's department. There's lots of ways that our client families can find us. You can also find out about our services on the Catholic Charities webpage, and that's www.ccdpb.org. So you can find information there as well.
Can we say that website one more time?
www.ccdpb.org. I know that's a mouthful.
I know that
sounds
I was trying to get that one more
Catholic
time.
Charities Diocese of Palm Beach.
So they can go there and find any information about Samaritan Center
yes,
they may
absolutely.
need. Okay, perfect. We wanted to make sure I got that one. That is
a mouthful.
Yeah, I didn't want to repeat that one. So, and how are you guys? You guys get funding from private donors, donations? If somebody wanted to make a donation to you, or how are you funded?
75% of our total operating budget comes from private donations, grants, and our fundraisers.
Okay.
I want to mention, too, that we have been a United Way agency funded partner since the very beginning, and we also receive funding from the Indian River County, from the Children's Services Advisory Committee, and then we have many other local foundations that support us. So we're very blessed with that community support.
Yes, so that's always something that if you find it in your hearts to give to, Samaritan Center is an amazing place to be able to give. whether it's monetary or even your time, volunteers, things that you guys may need, you can always contact them to see how you can help. And we're going to talk about the event coming up that is one of your big fundraisers, that ways we can help here too. So that is the Beautiful Bowls that is annual. It's every year, right around this time. We're going to talk about that in a minute, which is exciting, and let people know how they can help and all about that. But with the Samaritan Center, we're going to just focus on that so everybody knows a lot of detail about that. So as to why this fundraising event is happening. But do you have a recent success story that you can tell us about? As far as I personally know of several success stories, because we have been helping there for a few years now, and I personally have seen success stories come in and out. But do you have one that you can share with us?
Absolutely. But I also want to take this time to say thank you so much to Love to Serve, to bringing in meals for our clients. Oh. That is such a blessing to us. And, you know, I think it's about $22,000 a year we spend on our food budget, but it would be a lot higher than that if it weren't for awesome organizations like Love to Serve and many other individuals in the community that will come in. And that's one way you can volunteer to make a meal for our families. And there have been very yummy ones. Those cupcakes that come in there are very tempting to me.
The cupcakes, our desserts. We have volunteers. So thank you to our volunteers. We have volunteers that bake desserts and make desserts. And then we, of course, with Little Birthday Angels, shout out to the amazing Little Birthday Angels that do the parties. We bake the cupcakes, but there is the cake lady that bakes cupcakes, and they're delicious. So for the kids for their birthdays in there.
So every little thing that anyone can do to help out is greatly appreciated. And then we see the fruits of that when we see a client family. There's many stories, but one that comes to mind is a young mom who came into the program. I think she was like 25 years old. She had like a 3-year-old child, and she was pregnant. And she literally had been going from hotel to hotel. And she, on any given day, she probably had, she said, like $5 in her pocket when she came into the Samaritan Center. But by the time she left the Samaritan Center, with us helping her out with organizational lifts, such as sending her to United Against Poverty with their employment program, they helped her and helped us to get her employment. And so since she was employed, then she started saving money, and we looked at her budget, and we decided, what would really help this client too would be to pay down her debts. So we paid down some debts that she had. She was able to purchase a car. She saved up enough money that she moved out to her own apartment, and eventually she moved into her own Habitat home.
Awesome.
So that's just amazing, because you can feel so good about that, because now she's a homeowner.
I was just going to say,
she owns her own home.
She's not renting.
Look how much her situation had changed. But hats off to her too, and all the clients that come in there. It's a voluntary program. And you need to put in the work, and she did. And she did, and we're so proud of her. And we have many stories like her as well.
And that helped her credit, because you're paying off the debt so that she could then purchase the home. So she's a homeowner, she owns a vehicle, and she, like you said, those are the success stories that I've seen personally through Samaritan Center. Very similar ones, different ones that are all very successful. They're not only just successful, but they're very heartwarming, and they become family. There's many families in there that I've seen become family with each other, not just their own little family living in there. They start to love the staff and the volunteers, and it's amazing to see families come through there and come out and just be on the other side. Quite often, when you're down in this valley, you don't realize what God's doing until you get to the top and to the other side of that mountaintop and look back and see what he was doing for you. But and that's what's happening a lot of times with the families that are in Samaritan. They look back and see all the things that God was doing and the work he was doing, and you guys are helping in that process. But we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, then we're going to talk all about the exciting bowl event coming up, and Glenda's going to be on telling us about that, and you'll get to hear from her, so stay tuned.
If you're not treating your water because you think salt bags are too heavy, here's a treat for you. Call Affordable Water and get free salt delivery with qualifying purchases. Let Affordable Water deal with the salt. You get to enjoy the crisp, clean, pure taste of affordable water right away. Get free salt delivery with qualifying purchases. Affordable Water.
Call 589-7677 for your H2O. Call the Pure Water Pros. Affordable Water.
If you're not treating your water because you think salt bags are too heavy, Hackford Landscaping is the full-scale tree service hardscape and landscape company that will do any outdoor job. Call Hackford Landscaping for tree trimming, tree injections, and removal. Services include landscape design, stump grinding, paver stone projects such as walkways, patios, and pool decks, landscape lighting, irrigation, hedge and bush shaping, flowers, trees, shrubs, rocks, sand, mulch and sod, and more. Any outdoor job, large or small, give Hackford a call. 772-584-7364. Online at hackfordtreeservice.com.
Visit fellowship-trained Dr. Sarah Kadadaday for the latest in glaucoma treatment and custom cataract surgery at New Vision Eye Center. Dr. Kadadaday received her fellowship training at Yale University and is board certified by the American Board of Ophthalmology. Call for your consultation at 772-257-8700 or visit newvisioneyecenter.com. World-class eye care on the Treasure Coast. That's New Vision Eye Center.
When pretty clean isn't clean enough, call Eco Earth Cleaning Services. Every deep clean passes the owner's inspection, and Eco Earth uses no harmful chemicals. Check out the Google reviews. They sparkle just like your home will. And Eco Earth Cleaning Services doesn't just clean homes. They clean offices, business suites, and even yachts. Eco Earth Cleaning Services won't just move the dust, they remove the dust. Give your company an earth-friendly way of maintaining a clean atmosphere every day. Search Eco Earth Cleaning Services on the web for more info.
Hi, I'm Chris Nolan from the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. I'm looking for new agents that are eager to grow their professional future. The Nolan Group has state-of-the-art systems and coaching to maximize your success. For more information, visit nolanshow.com.
When it comes to a hurricane, if you're not prepped and you're in the cone, you're already prone. Visit Sturgis Lumber and Hardware and do it now before you're in the cone. Sturgis has everything for the next hurricane. Be storm prepared with Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. Premier Cabinets and Flooring is your elite shop for cabinets and countertops. Stop by the showroom in Palm Bay on Babcock Street or schedule your free in-home estimate to see what Premier Cabinets and Flooring has to offer. They do flooring too, wood, vinyl, laminate, and tile. They would love to earn your business. So for cabinetry and countertop sales and installation on new construction or remodels, give them a call. They do it all. 321-345-4923. Premier Cabinets and Flooring.
Welcome back. We're back with you, and we have been talking with the Samaritan Center, who does amazing things in our community by helping families that are homeless long-term and making a solution for them to not be homeless anymore when they leave. With many different ways of doing that we've discussed. But we're back to talk about the annual event that they have, which is a soup bowl event. And it is, the saying is, which I forgot because that's just me.
Empty bowls, full hearts.
Empty bowls, full hearts. Okay, I love it. So Glenda with Indian River Clay is here, and she's going to tell us a little more about the event. This is the one big fundraiser that is for Samaritan Center. So let's tell us a little bit about this event and how it works.
This year, I think for the second year, it's empty bowls, full hearts, because normally in non-COVID times, soup is made by all the restaurants in town, taken to over 40 different venues, most of the churches in town, other nonprofits, private businesses, all serve soup made by restaurants, and the soup is $5, and then if you want a homemade bowl for your soup, it's $15 for a bowl. Last year, because of COVID, actually the event of making the bowls has been centered more or less at the Vero Beach Museum of Art for maybe a decade now. But because of COVID, the museum was closed, and the Samaritan Center came to Indian River Clay. We are a little over 3 years old now. we are a nonprofit ceramic studio. We have about 60 members and a long waiting list of people that want to join. But the Samaritan Center came to us because we had the wherewithal to make the bowls for them. So this is the second year that we have been the studio that's created all the soup bowls. And it's not only our members that create them. We have private potters with their own studios in the area that also make bowls and bring them to Indian River Clay. We have students that are taking classes and maybe have only been working in clay for a few weeks, and they get excited about the event and end up making a bowl or two. So I'd say we have well over 75 potters involved in this.
Which is
soup bowl making.
What you need for the amount of bowls you made this year.
Yes.
You said over 1,700, right?
Yes.
Is that what, that's what I believe you said. This event is on November 4th. So this is on November 4th. It's the one-day event, right? Is it just one day? So is there pre-purchases, or it's just that day you come, you purchase the bowl?
And the silver lining for these COVID times, I feel like, is that over the years, people have gone to the event for the sole purpose of buying a bowl. And they would go to maybe 4 or 5 different venues to see the bowls that each venue had. And now all the bowls are in one place.
Location. Okay.
All 1,700 are there.
The Heritage Center.
So
if they want to come, you come to the Heritage Center on November 4th.
I think
starting
the hours
at
are 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5 p.m. Thursday, November 4th, Heritage Center, which is downtown Vero Beach, one day only. You come and you pick a bowl or several bowls, however many bowls you want. They're beautiful, beautiful bowls. And this is a fundraiser for Samaritan Center, an amazing cause. So you guys want to definitely come down there for sure. I wanted to make sure I got that date and time out there for those listening so that they can't see the flyer, so that they know where to go, where to come. The Heritage Center works with you very well too, so that's a good place to have it at.
It's a central location in downtown Vero.
So we want to get bowls, come, and then the soup. So it's an empty bowl, but you're filling lots of hearts. I like that saying. So, and there are lots to choose from. Over 1,700 bowls,
and a lot of variety. We had potters. One potter made little drawings and nursery rhyme sayings on the bowls for children.
Yeah,
they're really
nice.
Bright and colorful and beautiful. We had painters come paint bowls. Beautiful fruit and vegetables and abstract paintings on bowls. There's clay of all different colors, and there's handmade bowls, not on the potter's wheel, but hand-built bowls.
Sounds
that
nice.
are not round.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So see, there's one for everybody.
There's a lot of variety.
So if we can encourage anybody to come, you definitely want to get there. You have all day from 9 to 5 to try to stop by. And of course, if this is an event that you can't make because of work or some prior engagement, you can always make a donation to Samaritan Center if there's a reason you can't get to this date for the bowl event, the soup bowl event. So, and you can make donations to the center by check. You can, I'm sure, make them online. Just look up the Samaritan Center, or you can get with Love to Serve. I'll lead you in the right direction. You guys know all our information. So is there any last minute thing you want to say? We just have a few seconds left.
I wanted to mention also that we'll have 2 fabulous soup tureens. They're large vessels that can hold probably a couple gallons of soup. They are absolutely museum quality.
Oh, wow.
And we will be selling raffle tickets for a chance to win.
Oh, neat. Okay. So
and they have a little extra bonus inside because our restaurants are not able to participate this year, as Glenda had talked about, but we did reach out to them and they want to support us. So there are little gift certificates in there.
Nice. So you
from the restaurant.
Okay, perfect. All right, so everybody come down to the Soup Bowl event or support Samaritan Center in some other way. Our show has come to an end, but we thank you for being here. We thank both of you for being here very much and all that you do. And as always, stay safe and be blessed. And thank you.